Hello everybody, it's Dr. Zaino with 15 Minute Fuel. We're just in 15 minutes a day. We're going to fuel your mind, your body, and your future. I got Justice in the room with me. When we're waiting for everybody to start coming on right now, I'm going to go over some of the announcements. So what are the announcements? The announcements are thank you so much for the comments and the questions and the likes and the loves and the shares with episode 7. Episode 7 was great. Like I said, you're watching real life time. There's good times, there's bad times. And we went into that insecurity is an educated thing, that the things that we deal with in our life, we have been taught. We were not born with them. In fact, it was the opposite. We were born with genius, the hero consciousness, so to speak. And life, what I mean by life, teachers, preachers, society, media, and society has literally imprisoned that hero and that genius inside you. And we exist here at the I Am Hero Project to be able to make you, number one, aware that we really are the heroes, to make you aware that we really have the inner genius inside. And then 3, when you're aware, to be able to claim, I am hero. And so thank you so much for that. And thank you. I know we had a really good one yesterday. You hit home. I'm also doing this on YouTube. All right. So I'm having all these things going on. So we're at YouTube Live. Well, if you're on YouTube Live, just put your comments. Facebook Live, I'm talking to you guys directly. Hey, Cody, good to see you. Thank you guys for liking, for sharing, and then for following. Because when you follow, you get to know when we have these events. If you're on YouTube, hit the bell. That's going on. That's a bell thing to follow as well. All right, so today, what are we going to talk about today? Well, we're going to talk about another thing that you guys really enjoyed was when we set out that picture with the quote. And just so you know, all the pictures that you see with the quotes, they're all original. I don't, what we're doing here with the whole team, and it is a team, myself and Mac and Jacob and Tim and Whitney and Justice, the entire team, we want to provide you guys, original content so you can be able to share, knowing that it's coming from the heart. So we put a lot of work behind it, and I know you appreciate it. So the one thing that you guys really enjoyed was that one picture of me. I was in Park City. I was looking out the window, and the picture said this: the hero realizes that nobody's coming to save you. Or we could change it to the hero realizes that no one's coming to save us, or no one's going to save me. And actually, I took that quote, it was kind of turned around where I made it a little bit personal, from Nathaniel Brandon. He always used to say that no one's coming to save you. And what that does is it allows us to realize that, listen, it's not the circumstances, it's not the president, it's not the economy, it's not the stock market, it's not your job, it's not the relationship. That if you're waiting for those to change, or if you're waiting for someone to come save you, it's not going to happen. So the true hero realizes no one's coming to save them. And then in that moment, when a hero realizes it, they realize that they have to become the change. If they want the change to happen, they have to become it. They have to go and save the person, or save themselves, basically, right? So that's an amazing thing right there. So no one is coming to save you. It's a quote that represents 100% responsibility. It's taking responsibility 100% of the time. Knowing that life doesn't care, the market doesn't care, and society doesn't care, so that's why you take total control. Because in 10 years, guess what, guys? You're going to have, the economy's going to be up, it's going to be down, it's going to be the same situation, but you are the one that responds to it differently. So the hero knows and realizes that no one's coming to save them. And they have to act on their own. And that builds resolve and resilience and resourcefulness. Meaning, it's not about resources. It's not about the time and the money and the resources. It's about becoming resourceful. And for the practitioners on the line, you always see it happen. You see when that person has the terrorism of health, so to speak, right? When they have the disease process, the cancer diagnosis, their child's very sick. What do? They find the time, they find the money, and they become resourceful. And if we'd done that 10, 12 years ago and just started doing the right thing on a daily basis and find the resources then, we would have been able to avoid that. So it's becoming resourceful. And a couple other things will go on there when I'm reading this right here. Heroes don't act, what if I do? Meaning that if you act, well, what if I do? What if I start taking care of my health? What if I start having a better relationship? What if I start the business that I would like to do? What if I start doing what I love to do and share it to the world? A hero doesn't ask, what if I do? Or, they ask this, they go, what if I don't? See, that's another thing. That's another personal responsibility thing. What if I don't? What if I don't share my passion and my purpose? What if I don't, work harder? What if I don't invest in my relationship? What if I don't invest in my health? And that statement takes personal responsibility in future tense, meaning this. If I think, what if I don't supply and take care of Justice, who's sitting right here, then my mind has to go along a path to see the ramifications or future pacing down the road of what will happen if I don't take action in a good way. Also, what if I don't, like yesterday, we talked about detoxing from bad relationships and bad people. Ask yourself, what if I don't remove myself from this negative person in my life? And you could go down that road and see where it's going to end. So what if I don't, a hero says. They don't say what if I do, because what if I do, it sounds like a nice thing to have. It'll be nice that I start my own company and this and that. It's just a nice thing. But if you don't, that becomes something extremely more important as well. So always ask that question, what if you don't? Another thing the hero does is they have no exit strategy. So when the hero realizes that no one's coming to save them, that means there's only one option, and that's you. There's no exit strategy, meaning that you have to become resourceful. There's no going back. There's no plan B. I had a wonderful, one of you guys, you wrote me a great email. It was wonderful. It was saying, I have a job here, and I have a second job here. Now, can I work these two jobs to help support this job? And I realized that second job was a plan B. And my answer was, why don't you get rid of that night job? Then you have no exit strategy. Then you have to make the job that you love work. You follow what I'm saying? So we don't want crutches in our lives, and we don't want plan Bs. A hero knows when there's no one coming to save you, that it's up to them, and there's no exit strategy. And then also a hero, when they know that no one's coming to save them, they act accordingly of what they need to do, and they go to bed with no regrets. I was doing an interview this morning, and someone's like, well, what gives you the drive and what gives you the purpose not to take insurance? What gives you the ability to do what I do, doing the Facebook Lives and doing the videos? And it all came down to this. At the end of the night, I have to live with myself at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, when I lay my head down, can I go to bed with no regrets? That's the day I want to live, and that's the day I try to live every single day. So when I could go to bed where I have no regrets and I could live with myself and the decisions I made, then that's the way the hero goes to bed. So in review, if you're liking this, give me the thumbs up, give me some of the hearts, all right, and hit that share button. You like it, Justice?
Yeah.
Yes, Justice liking it. All right, so let me just go over some questions here. All right, we have Tabor Smith. Let me see, the butterfly effect. Christy, good to see you. Thank you so much, guys. Let's see what we got here. And then also you'll see the links to episode 7. You're going to see, watch that if you haven't. Binge watch them. Those shows are only like 8 to 10 minutes. Go ahead and binge watch them. See, this, when you watch We Are Heroes, if you binge on We Are Heroes, you're going to come out a hero and not a zero. It's not like you're binging on brownies. See, you'll feel horrible after that. But if you do this, We Are Heroes, you'll definitely do it. All right. What's up, buddy? All right, Dean Peter, why is this not letting me scroll? You guys are killing it. Dean Peter says, Ashley Osher's on board. Ben, Dean, I'm trying to get your question. It's just not letting me. Let me see. Rob Newenschreider says, Tony Robbins says to ask better questions. Yes, he does. All right, so any comments, questions, please put the questions below. Remember, I always answer questions. I'll always answer the comments. Let me see. And then, so in review, a hero realizes, right? A hero has to get to the point that they realize no one's coming to save them and no one's coming to save us. So it makes them resourceful. That means they have to get up and do it on their own. It's not the seed, the soil, the sun, and the stars. Because in fact, our circumstances are the only thing we have to work with. So instead of cursing them, embrace them and do it anyway. The hero knows that they don't ask the question, what if I do? They ask the question, what if I don't? So I know all of you on this line and watching right now, there's that something, you're feeling it, and you're always holding back because you're worried about the unknown, but we already covered that. There's always going to be unknowns, but you're afraid to make the jump because you're asking, what if I do? It's fun, and it's a good idea, but ask yourself, what if you don't? When you ask the question, what if you don't? The pain you feel is you're actually allowing yourself to mourn your potential. That's what the pain you feel. So that gets you started. No exit strategy. Once you make the step, you close all the doors. There's no plan B. You go all in because then you have to do it. No crutch. And then you go to bed without regrets. Right? No question, just a comment. Awesome. Thank you, Dean. Now let me see. You guys are commenting. Hit the likes. Hit that share. Check out the episode. Let me see. My phone's not. Justice, my phone's not letting me look at the questions. Okay, Ashley. Ugh. All right. Here we go. Let me see. Well, thank you guys. Just keep on sharing. All right, let me see. We have on YouTube. We have anything over here? We got good. A lot of thumbs up. We got 4 people on. Awesome. So we're getting on YouTube live as well. Let me see if you have any comments. Let's show them. Awesome. All right, thank you guys so much for 15-Minute Fuel, which is in 15 minutes a day. We're here to fuel your mind, your body, and your future. Tomorrow will be episode 8. Okay, episode 8 is going to be great. Make sure you tune and watch that. Make sure you like, you share, you follow. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, having lunch. In fact, if you look at Snapchat and Instagram, I'm posting all my meals that I eat. Oh, crap. I didn't take a picture of that. I'm posting 5 of my 6 meals that I ate. So make sure you follow that. That's just a little fun thing we're going to do today. Tim Radcliffe says, one book that left most impact. So Tim says, what is the one book that left the most impact in my life? I really like The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy because it showed how simple, the reason why I like The Compound Effect because it allowed me to communicate that it's the simple, easy, little, unsexy, mundane things that we do on a daily basis lead to success over time. And also it's the little errors in judgment, the little errors in philosophy, the little neglecting here and there that leads to accumulated disaster. And that's the key because I thought that everybody, their health is their greatest asset, but they find themselves with a health terror crisis, thinking, how'd I get there? But if you showed them, it was the little things that you did daily over time that caused it. And it seemed invisible. It seemed that it had no impact, but it really does.
You have good habits and bad habits. You want to stop having the bad habits and keep on having the good habits.
Yeah, so Justice says you have good habits and bad habits. You want to stop doing the bad habits and do the good ones. But a lot of times we feel if I started eating bad, if I eat bad right now, I'm going to wake up tomorrow and feel nothing's going to happen to me. But even if I smoke today, I'm going to wake up tomorrow. And I think I got away with it, but that I didn't. You never get away with anything. It just seems invisible.
Especially smoking.
All right, Tim, was that conscious language is a super good one. Did you get that one, Tim? Tim, conscious language? Yeah, that's a really good one, too. And Dr. Fab Mancini's on. If you haven't seen Dr. Fab, he's episode 2, so make sure you go back that. Kat Sarah says, say it, Justice. Compound Effect was terrific, right, Tony? Wasn't that a good book? Man, this is awesome. We got everybody's stuff going on. Well, thank you once again. Tomorrow we'll have episode 8. Make sure you watch that. Pete Straubeck says, I listened to these prior to dinners and DR Report. It fires me up even more. Hey, Pete, I did a dinner. There was 48 people at the dinner. We had 49 new patient appointments because you guys fuel me up as well. I'm sweating right now. All right, it's on order. Good, Tim. Glad you guys liked it. Thank you guys so much. I want to respect your day and your time. We want to keep it a 15-minute fuel. I'll see you tomorrow. Please put comments, things you want to like. I want to know from you, what do you want to see more of on the videos? What topics you want me to talk more on? And 3, any question you have, just DM me. What's up, buddy? Thank you, Dr. Zaino. I'm a student at Palmer, Florida. I'm from Miami. Good to see you, bud. All right, guys, have a blessed day. We will see you soon on 15-Minute Fuel.